Life Chat English. Real conversations, real English.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Life Chat English, your favorite place to learn easy, natural English through real, everyday conversations. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Sam. Listeners, close your eyes for a moment. Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of a busy airport, suitcase next to you, passport in your hand, announcements in English coming from every speaker. Your flight is in 2 hours. What do you do first?
If your brain just went a little blank, that's so normal. Airports are stressful even in your own language. Add a second language and suddenly every counter, every sign, every announcement feels like a small test.
So today, we're walking you through one full airport journey, from the moment you step inside the departures hall, all the way to the customs gate at your destination.
We'll cover check-in, security, the gate, in-flight English, and arrivals. And because real trips don't always go smoothly, we'll also teach you what to say when things go wrong: delays, lost luggage, missed connections.
We'll teach you what you should say, and just as importantly, what they will say. The check-in agent, the flight attendant, the immigration officer. Half the battle is just understanding the question.
One quick note, we're skipping our usual word tour today because this episode is packed. But don't worry, we'll explain every new word as it shows up, in the moment where you'll actually use it.
Deep breath. Grab your boarding pass. Let's go to the airport.
You walk into the departures hall. The big screen, the departure board, shows every flight, every gate, every status. You find your flight, you find your airline, and you walk to the check-in counter.
There are usually two options: self-check-in at a machine or a check-in counter with a real person. If you have a checked bag, you'll need the counter at some point anyway, so let's go there.
The agent looks up and smiles. Good morning, where are you flying today? Easy opener. Take a breath and try one of these.
Hi, I'd like to check in for flight BA283 to London, please. Or simply, I'm flying to London, here's my passport. Hand them your passport, and your booking is found in 2 seconds.
Now, quick word pair before we go further. Carry-on versus checked bag. A carry-on is the bag you take with you onto the plane. A checked bag is the big one you give to the airline, and you pick it up at the other end.
And one more. A personal item is the smaller bag you can put under the seat in front of you. A handbag, a laptop bag, a small backpack. Most airlines let you bring one carry-on and one personal item.
Some learners also hear the word hand luggage. Good news, hand luggage and carry-on mean the same thing. British English says hand luggage, American English says carry-on. Both are correct.
Okay, back to the counter. The agent will ask, "How many bags are you checking in today?" Just answer with a number. "Just one, please." "2 bags." "None, just my carry-on."
They'll put your bag on the scale. If it's too heavy, you'll hear the dreaded phrase, "I'm sorry, your bag is over the weight limit." The weight limit is the maximum weight your bag can be, usually 23 kilograms for international flights in economy.
If that happens, don't panic. You have options. How much over am I? How much is the excess baggage fee? Excess baggage means extra weight. Or open the bag, move a few heavy things into your carry-on. Most agents will give you a moment to do that. Could I move some things around first?
Next question, seats. Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat? A window seat is by the window. Pretty view, but harder to get out. An aisle seat is on the walkway. Easier to stretch, easier to go to the bathroom. The middle seat, well, nobody dreams of the middle seat.
Try this. An aisle seat, please, if there's one available. Could I get a window seat near the front? If you're traveling with someone, could we sit together, please?
The agent hands you 2 things, your passport back and your boarding pass. The boarding pass is the small ticket with your name, your flight, your seat, your gate, and your boarding time, the time they start letting people on the plane.
Read it carefully. Boarding time is not the same as departure time. Boarding usually starts 30 to 40 minutes before takeoff. If you wait until departure time, the plane is already leaving without you.
One last useful line. Where do I drop off my bag? Sometimes the counter just checks you in and you take your suitcase to a separate bag drop area. Is the gate far from here? Roughly how long does security take today? Friendly, normal questions.
Check-in done. Let's head to security.
Security is the part that scares a lot of travelers because everything happens fast and the staff are very direct. They're not being rude, they just say the same thing 500 times a day.
The first phrases you'll hear: boarding pass and passport, please. Step forward. Place your items in the tray. A tray is the plastic bin you put your things into.
Then the famous list. Laptops out, liquids out, belt off, shoes off, jackets off. You'll hear these short commands again and again.
Laptops out means take your laptop out of your bag and put it in a tray by itself. Same with tablets in many countries.
Liquids out. Liquids means anything wet. Water, lotion, shampoo, perfume, even yogurt. The rule in most countries is 100 milliliters or less per bottle, all inside one clear plastic bag.
If your bottle is too big, you'll hear, "I'm sorry, this is over the limit. You'll need to throw it away or check it in." Annoying, but normal. Empty water bottles are fine. You can refill them after security.
Belt off, shoes off depends on the airport. Some make you remove them, some don't. Just listen for the instruction at the front of the line.
Then you walk through the body scanner. Arms up, please. Look straight ahead. If the machine beeps, an officer might say, "I just need to pat you down." A pat down is when they lightly check your clothing with their hands. It's quick, polite, and routine.
Sometimes your bag gets pulled aside. Is this your bag, sir? Could you open it for me, please? Just stay calm and answer their questions. Yes, it's mine. Of course. That's just my charger.
A handy phrase if you didn't catch what they said. Sorry, could you repeat that, please? Officers hear this all day. They will not be annoyed.
Once you're through, gather your things, put your shoes back on, and breathe. You're officially airside now. That's a fun word. Airside means the area after security, where only passengers can go.
Security done. Time to find your gate.
Look up at the screen. Find your flight. Next to it is your gate number. For example, gate B12. Walk in that direction and follow the signs.
Quick word pair. Layover versus transit versus stopover. These three confuse so many learners.
A layover is a short stop between two flights, usually a few hours when you change planes but stay in the same airport.
Transit is a more formal, official word for the same thing. You'll see signs that say, transit passengers, pointing to a separate area for people who are just passing through.
A stopover is longer, usually more than 24 hours, sometimes a whole day or two. Some airlines offer free stopovers as a feature, so you can visit the city for a day.
So, a 3-hour gap in Dubai is a layover. A 2-day visit to Dubai on the way to London is a stopover. Both are correct, just different lengths.
Okay, back to the gate. While you wait, listen for announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin boarding flight BA283 to London in approximately 10 minutes. Approximately means about.
Then comes one of the most useful airport words, boarding group. Airlines board the plane in groups, not all at once. We are now boarding Group 1. Group 2, please make your way to the gate.
Look at your boarding pass. Your group number is printed there. If you're in Group 4, don't stand in line for Group 1. The agent will politely send you back. I'm sorry, we're only boarding Group 1 at the moment. We'll call your group shortly.
Shortly means very soon. It's a great word to recognize.
Sometimes the gate changes. You'll hear, "Attention passengers on flight BA283. There has been a gate change. We are now boarding at gate C24. If you hear gate change, stand up, grab your bag, and move.
And the scary one. This is the final call for passenger Lee traveling to London on flight BA 283. Please proceed immediately to gate B12. Final call means the very last announcement. If you don't come now, they'll close the door without you.
When it's your turn, walk up confidently. Boarding pass and passport, please. They scan, they smile, and they say, "Have a great flight." You step onto the jet bridge. That's the tunnel that connects the gate to the plane.
Step on board. You're flying.
You walk onto the plane, and the flight attendant greets you. "Welcome on board. Can I see your boarding pass?" They glance at your seat number and point. Down the aisle on your right.
A small but important word, aisle. It's spelled A-I-S-L-E, but the S is silent. You say aisle like aisle. The aisle is the walkway between the seats.
You find your row. Your seat is 24B. Someone is already sitting in 24A, the window. You smile and say, "Hi, I think I'm in the middle here." They get up, you slide in. Easy.
But what if someone is in your seat? Don't panic, don't get angry. Just say politely, "Excuse me, I think you might be in my seat. I'm 24B. Show them your boarding pass. 9 times out of 10, they just made a mistake.
Now, what if you want to swap seats? Maybe you're separated from your partner. Try this. "Excuse me, would you mind swapping seats with me? My partner is sitting over there." "Would you mind" is a very polite way to ask for a favor.
Here's the tricky part. The answer to "would you mind" is reversed. No, not at all means yes, I'm happy to. Yes, actually means no, I'd rather not. A little tricky, but you'll get used to it.
Once you're seated, the safety demonstration begins. The flight attendant says, "Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened, your tray table is up, and your seat is in the upright position."
Fastened means closed. Tray table is the little table that folds down. Upright means straight up, not reclined.
After takeoff, the service starts. "Would you like something to drink?" Easy answers. "Water, please." "A coffee with milk, no sugar." "Could I have a tea, please?" "Just a tomato juice, thanks."
For food, for your meal today we have chicken or pasta. Which would you prefer? I'll have the chicken, please. Pasta, please. If you have a special meal booked, I ordered a vegetarian meal.
A few more useful in-flight phrases. To call the flight attendant, there's a button above your head. When they come, try, "Could I have a glass of water, please?" "Sorry, my headphones aren't working. Could I get another pair?" "Could I have a blanket, please? I'm a bit cold."
If you need to get up and you're in the window seat, just say to the person in the aisle, "Excuse me, sorry, could I just squeeze past?" Squeeze past is a friendly, casual way to say, "Let me through."
Listen for 2 very common announcements. The captain has switched on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats. And we are now beginning our descent into London. Descent means going down. The plane is starting to land soon.
One more, turbulence. Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing some turbulence. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Turbulence is the bumpy shaking from the wind. It feels scary. It's almost always safe. The crew will tell you when it's over.
Wheels touch the ground. You made it.
You get off the plane and follow the signs. Arrivals, passport control, baggage claim. Let's clear up these 3 very fast because they all sound similar.
Arrivals is the whole area where flights land, the opposite of departures.
Passport control, also called immigration, is where an officer checks your passport and decides if you can enter the country.
Baggage claim is where you pick up your checked suitcase from the carousel. That's the big moving belt.
And finally, customs is the very last step, where they check what you're bringing into the country. Different word, different job.
First stop, passport control. There are usually 2 lines. All passports is for visitors, citizens and residents is for people who live there. Read the signs carefully.
The officer waves you forward, make eye contact, smile, and hand them your passport. They'll ask the classic questions. Memorize these. They almost never change.
What's the purpose of your visit? They want to know why you're here. Short, clear answers are best.
Tourism. I'm here on holiday. I'm visiting family. I'm here for a business meeting. I'm here for a conference. I'm a student. Pick the one that fits.
How long are you staying? 10 days. 2 weeks. Until the 15th of May. Just for the weekend.
Where are you staying? At the Hilton in central London. With my sister in Manchester. At an Airbnb near King's Cross.
Sometimes, is this your first time in the UK? Yes, it's my first time. No, I came 2 years ago. I come every summer.
One more. Do you have a return ticket? They want to make sure you're planning to leave when you say you will. Yes, I fly home on the 20th.
Answer honestly, answer briefly. Don't add long stories. They have 100 more people to see.
They stamp your passport, enjoy your stay, and you're in.
Now, baggage claim. Find your flight number on the screen, find the right carousel number, and wait. Excuse me, is this the carousel for flight BA283? Easy phrase.
Grab your bag, walk towards the exit, and you'll see 2 doors. Nothing to declare is usually green. Goods to declare is usually red.
To declare something means to tell the officer you have it. Most travelers go through nothing to declare. Clothes, gifts, a few souvenirs, no problem.
But sometimes a customs officer pulls you aside. Anything to declare? Any food, plants, or animal products? Are you carrying more than 10,000 euros in cash?
Answer honestly. No, nothing to declare. I have some snacks from home. Is that okay? If you're not sure, ask. I'm not sure if this counts. Could you check? Honesty here is always the right move.
They wave you through, you walk out the doors, and you're in a new country.
Now, the part nobody tells you about in textbooks. Sometimes trips don't go smoothly. Here are the 3 big ones and exactly what to say.
Number 1. Delay or cancellation. A delay means your flight is leaving late. A cancellation means it's not flying at all. You'll hear, "We regret to inform you that flight BA283 is delayed by 2 hours," or, "Unfortunately, your flight has been canceled."
Walk up to the airline counter. There will be a line. When it's your turn, try this. "Hi, my flight has been canceled. What are my options?" That sentence, "What are my options?" is gold. It tells them you're calm and you want to solve the problem together.
They might offer, "We can put you on the next flight at 6 p.m. Put you on means book you onto. Useful phrases back. Is there anything earlier? Is there a flight tomorrow morning instead? Will I make my connection?
For long delays, ask about food and hotels. Will the airline provide a meal voucher? Will you cover a hotel for tonight? A voucher is a small ticket you exchange for something, usually food. Cover here means pay for. Many airlines do this for long delays, but they don't always tell you. You sometimes have to ask.
Number 2. Missed connection. This is when your first flight is late and you can't catch your second one. You'll hear, "I'm sorry, your connecting flight has already departed."
Don't argue with the agent. It's not their fault. Try, "Could you help me get on the next available flight? What's the next flight to Tokyo? Will my checked bag come with me automatically, or do I need to do something?"
Usually, your bag is rerouted automatically, but it's always worth asking. Rerouted means sent a different way.
Number 3. Lost luggage. You're at baggage claim, the carousel stops, and your suitcase is not there. Don't panic. Walk to the baggage services desk, sometimes called lost and found.
Try this. "Hi, my bag didn't come out on the carousel. I think it's lost." The agent will ask for your baggage tag, that little sticker the check-in agent gave you. Keep it safe. Without it, this is much harder.
Useful phrases. Could you describe your bag? It's a black, hard-shell suitcase, medium size, with a red ribbon on the handle. What address should we deliver it to? And yes, airlines usually deliver the bag to your hotel for free once they find it.
Before you leave the counter, ask, "Could I get a reference number, please?" A reference number is a code you can use to check the status of your bag later. Write it down again, put it in your phone.
And one more, for big problems like a canceled flight that wasn't your fault, you might be owed compensation. Compensation is money the airline pays you when something goes wrong. The rules are different in every country, but in many places you have the right to ask, "Am I entitled to compensation for this delay?" Entitled means have the right to.
Stay polite, stay calm, ask clear questions. The angrier you get, the slower help comes. Trust us, every traveler learns this the hard way at least once.
And that's a whole trip, from the moment you step into departures to the moment you walk out into a new city.
We covered check-in, security, gates and boarding, in-flight English, immigration and customs, and what to say when things go wrong. That's a lot. Be proud of yourself for staying with us.
One last gift before we go, your challenge for this week. Pick one part of the airport, just one. Maybe check-in, maybe security, maybe ordering food on the plane. Write down 5 phrases from that section and say them out loud 3 times each in the mirror.
When you actually use them at a real airport, your mouth will already know what to do, even if your brain is jet-lagged. That's the secret.
And remember, every single traveler, even fluent English speakers, has had a bad airport day. You are not the only one. Speak slowly, ask people to repeat, and never apologize for needing a moment to think.
Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. If this episode helped you, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's about to travel.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, safe travels, kind words, and clear skies. Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Thanks for listening to Life Chat English. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe for more real-life English practice. See you in the next episode.